Let's listen to Living Mice. Oh, I think this is my favorite piece so far. Hey, Brian. I love this piece. The harp is so effective. Oh, I like how the harp now is pushing through as the main dominant instrument in the sound design. As a result, oh no, it stays up. That's interesting. Wow. Oh, that's fucking gorgeous. Oh man, I don't even know what to say about that. Bum 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 bum. Wow. That's divine. That one's really hard for me to talk about. So that one's interesting. So, okay, let me see what I can pull out of my bung bung here. So one of the interesting things about this particular piece, ba 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 ba. So what we have is a constant ostinato. Is that really what ostinato means? Let me just clarify that this is correct, because arpeggiation and ostinato, the continual repeating musical phrase or rhythm, it is in fact ostinato.
Arpeggiate.
Arpeggiate. Play a chord as a series of ascending and descending notes. Ah, see, but that's ostinato. Ostinato.
Ostinato.
Ostinato is different than arpeggiation, obviously. What I'm talking about is arpeggiations. Man, it's been 3 years. I've been saying the wrong shit the whole time. So the arpeggiation of that chord, I gotta buy this piano book, by the way. The arpeggiation of that chord is incredibly supportive. And in a way, man, I don't know how to talk about this one. That one hit me in my soul. You know when everything goes wrong and you're like sitting in your life and you look out at it, let's say my buddy Lubu over here had a good analogy earlier where it was like looking out, reading a book, looking out at the window. But like, let's say you don't have a book and you're just like looking and it's raining outside and you're looking and you're like trying to catch your breath and everything feels really bad. What really ends up happening here is that we start from far away, and starting from far away ends up, if the worst thing imaginable is not having any sound, and suddenly that plays, it's almost like you're not alone. It's like if you are broken, bear with me, I know this is incredibly flowery, but let's just roll with it. Within that loneliness, there's no sound. And then this comes kind of from a distance and it buoys and supports. It doesn't, it doesn't pressure. That's the thing. It doesn't pressure the change. And sometimes what people will do, and we know this from our lives, oftentimes when people don't understand, they try to be sympathetic. Oh, come on, you're fine. It's okay. They try to like move you. But what if they sit? And so that sound is almost empathy. God, I know this is so like, do you see how like the difference between total sad silence versus like a distant support of something that's like, hey, I don't want to change you, but come with me for a second. Let me sit with you. That's this. That is so far away. Like that's it, to the point that it doesn't even sound, it sounds like you left your headphones on in the other room. But then what does it do? It gets louder. And the repetition of it, the repetition is the support. Ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. That's the constant. So even in the silence, there's that feeling of like, hey, it's okay. The repetition is the buoy. And the right hand is the, and then it would change to a different chord there in the left hand. But the right hand here is wandering, is exploring. It doesn't really fit. I mean, it fits within the chord, the arpeggiation of the chord, but it's kind of like, it doesn't really lock in. It doesn't move note to note as the left hand is. It's going ba 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 ba, whatever that is. That's where the space is being given, while the left hand is sort of supporting it. So the left hand is like the hand on the shoulder, and the right hand is the like, go do what you need to do. I'm right here, you know, and that's like getting up, wandering around. Yeah, because we are having moments where the right hand and the left hand, oh, I want to really order this piano book because I would love to sit down and sort of noodle with this. The left hand and the right hand at times come together. And that's an amazing thing. Terribly difficult to play on the piano, by the way. But something really interesting about that is that there's a kind of like coming together. There's a unifying and then a releasing. You know, a unifying, an ebbing and a flowing that's really interesting, even though the right hand is kind of exploring it. Beautiful chord shift there. I wish I could tell you what chord that is. Could it be 5? It could be 5. Bum. I'd have to sit down. I have a piano right here. I love this shift. Bum, bum, bum. Again. Yeah. Now we tack on the harp. Oh, it's a glorious shift. I mean, that's a chord shift, guys. That's not even that, and nothing crazy, but the way that we kind of, then we settle back in with the left hand into that chord, that new chord. There's an emphasis that occurs when we shift the chord. It's because, you know why? It's because we've repeated the sort of same pattern 3 or 4 times. So then when we end up with that left hand chord on the lower register note, that's where we get the new musical idea. It's not a different arpeggiation. Like, that's staying the same, but what we're getting is that chord. And the chord is a new idea, even though it's the same arpeggiation. So that actually lifts it. It's really cool. Right here. It's like nothing. It's a nothing, and yet it's... It also helps, guys, that it's plucked. I think this is a VST, but it might be real instruments. I'm not sure. But plucking is one of 2 different things in my experience. It's either playful or it's like this sort of... Well, this is the harp, so it's always plucked anyway. So I kind of take back what I said. But there's oh no, there's plucked in the strings too. The plucking gives it this sense of like gentility. It's like subtle. The difference between bowing, that is such a different sound than plucking. Plucking is a quick thing. Hey, it's silly, it's playful, it's childish, it's friendly, it's cute, it's whatever. Bowing is like really committing to something. That's the bowing. That's bowing. Do you hear the... And then now we're actually stacking now. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. And it's interesting because that's a subtle getting up. That is getting up out of that chair and saying, I'm going to get up now. I don't know what's about to happen. I might lose myself along the way. I might end up not knowing where to turn. I might stumble. I might fall. I might suffer. But I'm going to get up because I have to live this life. Obviously in Minecraft, this is all probably a bit deeper than Minecraft, potentially. But this is the kind of stuff that you can do without me. You don't need to watch me. You can do this. I mean, please do. But you can do this by yourself. This is the incredible thing about music, is that like, and this is why we talk about context versus no context versus mixing context. Because you may be like, oh, this is the music of me wandering around trying to find my house. That's fine. But like, imagine then taking this away and be like, how do I feel about this? Like, what am I trying to understand? Why do I play this when I need to feel a boost? Or why do I play this when I'm feeling sad? Or why do I play this when I'm feeling happy? Or why do I feel this? Why do I play this when I'm working? Those are the intertwinings of life. I mean, this is super poetic, but like, that's the beauty of this particular track to me, is that this track is like, it's like a very subtle empowerment. And partially, as I'm starting to spin on this idea, because I think the title of this video is going to end up being how Minecraft's music changed an entire generation. This might be the first time that a child experiences music like this, experiences the expansiveness of a safe life, of a non-confrontational world besides the ghosts and the spiders and like a safe space. I think it's really interesting because this is the push of life. This is like, hey, get up. You're grown. You know, you have a lot to learn still, but like you can take a chance on life. This is scary. I really like Living Mice. That is so subtly impactful, so subtly powerful, and so subtly a piece of courageousness to get up and like just try baby steps. I mean, there's a reason why there's like all these videos about how playing Dark Souls can help your depression, and like doing simple quests in Skyrim can make you feel like you can get out of bed and maybe start a day, right? That is empowering. And I would implore you, urge you to listen to the music that you love from video games that you love and think about what these pieces are trying to say. Fuck the theory. Think about the feeling. The theory is the building blocks. The theory is the way it's made. We need the theory in order to get to the emotional foundation of a piece. Undeniably, theory is an important part of music composition. It is an essential component of it, frankly. However, our responsibility as consumers and as players, especially if we're sensitive to the artistry of these games, is to then take that and wrap ourselves in it, mold ourselves in it, let it shape us, let it move us. It's like one of the things that we talked about a lot in singing is that you can practice, but when it's time to get on stage, you better perform. And there's now invert that for you. You know, theory is important. You can whatever, but at the end of the day, you do have to let it move you if possible. You can't just let it be a thing that you're doing. It can actually change your life, and boy, do I fucking love it, because we're tactilely playing. It elevates. I mean, listen, I love a good movie, but there ain't nothing. It's like, I love The Lord of the Rings. I love The Two Towers. But boy, if you've played the Sony PlayStation 2 Two Towers game, boy, you fucking love The Two Towers so much more. Why? Because you're experiencing it for yourself as a player in that circumstance. And there's nothing that can beat that. You can over-intellectualize art and drain the value over it from over-analysis. I agree.